iPhone 5C or iPhone 5S? Let me tell you my thoughts about these devices. So Apple recently announced two new devices, the iPhone 5C and the iPhone 5S. The iPhone 5C stands for the colorful, and the 5S, well, the S stands for speed, as we've seen it in the 3GS and the 4S. Now, so what do I think about these two devices? Let's start off with the iPhone 5C first. It's pretty much the iPhone 5 specs in a plastic casing. That's all there is to it. That's literally everything. The only thing different about that between the iPhone 5C and the iPhone 5 is that it's got a bit better battery, and I believe the front-facing camera has a better camera on it. And so it's pretty much an iPhone 5 in a plastic casing. That's all it is to it. I think the most exciting thing about this event had to be the iPhone 5S. Why? Because the iPhone 5S, well, it looks like the iPhone 5, but it has a different metal finish to it. You're going to get space gray, silver, and gold. No, well, it's not real gold, but it's just a gold color. And you also have a fingerprint scanner on there, and they call it the Touch ID sensor. But back to the iPhone 5C. So this isn't really considered a cheaper iPhone because of the price point. It starts off at $100. If it was a budget iPhone, then they should have gave this thing for free. So it should have been like, for the price lineup would be the 5S, the most expensive one. The one in between would be the iPhone 5, and then the iPhone 5C should have been the budget one, to giving it completely free on a 2-year contract. But they decided to just replace the iPhone 5 with the iPhone 5C, and I don't feel like it's all that cheaper. And plus, if you were to get this phone unlocked, you gotta pay like around $400, I believe, if you were to get this off contract. And as far as the iPhone 5S unlock pricing is concerned, don't even talk about it, because it is going to be a lot more than the iPhone 5C unlocked. Of course, the iPhone 5C, you get more color options. You get green, blue, yellow, pink, and white. So you got like 5 different color choices with the iPhone 5C, and it's all in a plastic casing. And plus, you can get a silicone case for around $30, I believe, to like personalize your iPhone 5C a little bit if you wanted to. Although I think the cutout circles on the back is kind of weird, but you know, not everybody has the same taste. Now, as far as the iPhone 5S is concerned, that I was the most excited about. Why? Because it has an M7 processor in there, so it's got it measures the motion of your device every time you're moving it. So even if your device is locked or not, then the M7 chip is always working. Not to mention the fingerprint scanner, as well as the better camera, I believe. Other than that, the iPhone 5S to me was a big selling point for this event. In fact, I believe that any iPhone that has the S letter in their name, this one had to be the major upgrade of the S model. The 3GS, from the 3G, all it did was had a better camera, only like 1 megapixel higher, with video recording and other things. And from the 4 to the 4S got Siri, better camera, and the 5 to the 5S had a lot more than that. And of course, these two products are running iOS 7. Now, what about if people wanted to upgrade to these devices? Well, let's start off if you got the first generation iPhone, the iPhone 3G, iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, you definitely need to upgrade. Now, you can either get the 5S, which I'm suggesting that you should get the 5S, so that way you can get all the power. But if you want to be show off your personality more, and you don't feel like you need the extra power and all those extra features with the fingerprint scanner and everything, then go ahead and get the 5C. You can get it either $100 or $200. Now, as far as the 4S is concerned, you should get the 5S, because if you were to get the 5C, you're pretty much just basically getting an iPhone 5, but in a plastic casing. But then again, it's up to you. I can't force you to do anything, but if you feel like $100 for an iPhone is a very good deal, then go ahead and get the iPhone 5C in the 16GB configuration. Now, the iPhone 5C also comes in a 32GB configuration, and that costs $200. But if you really want more power and you don't care for the extra storage with the 32GB, then just get the iPhone 5S 16GB, because the iPhone 5S 16GB is also $200. But you're going to get more power out of it, you're going to get extra sensors in there, and you're going to get a better processor because you got the A7 64-bit processor in there, better gaming graphics, so you might as well just get the 5S. And as far as the iPhone 5 is concerned, there's no point in upgrading to the iPhone 5C unless if you want to get it for better color options. Even for the color options, I wouldn't get the 5C if you were on the iPhone 5. But on the iPhone 5S, maybe. Because, yeah, you know, you go from the 5 to the 5S, you're gonna, I believe the reason why people would go from a 5 to the 5S is just for the fingerprint scanner, in my opinion. But then again, everybody has their own opinion on how they want to upgrade. And plus, Apple didn't really show off too much about the iPhone 5C. All they did was talked about it, play commercials about it, or play videos about it, but they didn't really show any specifics that they had on the iPhone 5C that was not on the iPhone 5. So you guys can tell that it's pretty much an iPhone 5 in a plastic casing. And then the rest of the conference, besides the concert at the end, they were showing more of the iPhone 5S and its capability. So what do you guys think about these two devices? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Will I be getting any one of these devices? No, because if I were to get these unlocked, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Plus, I'm not old enough to get a plan, which sucks. But, oh well, just wait till next year. And maybe I'll get a plan eventually. And then, if I were to get a plan, I would get the 5S. Yeah, the iPhone 5C, I wouldn't get it. Even though it does look nice and you get more color options on there, I would much rather prefer the iPhone 5S, and I wouldn't mind paying $300 for the 32GB version of the iPhone 5S. So, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I just want to mention one more thing. With the iPhone 5C, I mean, like I said before, it's just pretty much an iPhone 5, but in a plastic casing. Someone replied to me in a comment, because I posted a comment on the video I was watching before. They were saying that the iPhone 5C is gonna get Apple a lot more money versus the 5S or the iPhone 5, which, okay. But in my opinion, for the price lineup, they should have just kept the iPhone 5 in the middle and then put the 4S for free. In my opinion, I don't think there was a point in the iPhone 5C, and if they were trying to make this a budget phone, it doesn't really seem like it, because we see like Android phones that are budget phones and they cost a lot less, and some of them are actually free. So right now it's the iPhone 4S that's a budget phone. Because why? It's offered for free and on a 2-year contract. So all you have to do is pay for the data plan. That's it. You don't even have to pay anything for the phone itself. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.